I caught Mara's scent before I saw her. Vanilla, a hint of spice, the kind of perfume that used to wrap around me like a promise. Now, it felt like gasoline on a flame I'd already buried. She walked in like she owned the air, tight jeans, wine-red lips, eyes scanning until they found me across the room. I'd spent nearly a year avoiding this moment. She hadn't changed much. Same cocky sway, same smug smirk. But something was different. Not on the surface, deeper. Like even she wasn't buying her own bullshit anymore. I didn't flinch. Just lifted my drink and sipped. She took it as an invitation. "So," she purred, leaning against the bar. "Still hanging around here? Good drinks. Better company," I said without looking at her. She laughed, light and hollow. "You're not mad anymore. Should I be?" She raised a brow. "I cheated. Lied. Left. Most guys would have blocked me forever. Most guys aren't me." She paused, eyes narrowing. "You're colder. I'm healed." Her mouth twitched. "You always loved me. I know you did. Nobody stares the way you used to. I did love you. That version of you. Before you became this." Silence stretched. She glanced at my hands, then down at her own. I noticed she wasn't wearing Jason's ring anymore. "I thought we'd bump into each other eventually," she said. "Small city." "You didn't bump. You stalked." She didn't deny it. "I heard things," she continued. "Saw a post about you and some new girl." "Calla," I said. Her smile faded. "Sounds floral." "She is. She's not me. Thank God." That landed like a punch. She blinked, then stepped back, pride shrinking by inches. "I hope she breaks you." I leaned in, voice like steel. "She builds me." Mara walked away without another word. And that was it, the final nail. I didn't feel anger. Or longing. Just relief. When I got home, Calla was in one of my shirts, barefoot, hair in a messy twist, reading something poetic and weird on the balcony. She looked up and smiled, soft and unguarded. "Hey, trouble," she said. I crossed the room and kissed her. Deep. Honest. "Something happen?" she asked. "Nothing that matters," I said, pulling her into me. We made love slow that night. Her hands mapped me like she was memorizing every detail. No rush. No games. Just heat and truth and skin whispering stories we'd never tell anyone else. After, she rested her head on my chest. "You're shaking," she said. "I saw Mara." She didn't stiffen. Didn't ask questions. "She's not important anymore," I added. But I had to see it. Had to know I wasn't still tied to what broke me. Calla looked up. "And I wasn't." She kissed my jaw. "That's the sexiest thing you've ever said." I laughed. "Wait until I show you what I say when I propose." Her eyes widened. "You think about that?" "Only every time you smile." She grinned, eyes glistening. "Then I'll keep smiling." Sunlight leaked between broken blinds, slicing across her bare back like gold blades. Calla murmured something unintelligible and rolled into me, legs tangled, lips brushing my collarbone. I could have laid there forever. But real life knocks. Calla stretched, groaning in that lazy, sexy way that makes your gut tighten. "Coffee." I nodded. "Black. Like my trust issues." She laughed, kissed my chest, and padded into the kitchen, humming some jazz tune I couldn't name. That's the thing about her. Everything's music when she moves. While she worked the espresso machine like a ritual, I checked my phone. One notification. A private message. From Mara. "You looked good last night. She doesn't deserve you. You'll see." I locked the screen and stared at the floor for a few seconds. Not angry. Just stunned. Like finding rot in a beautiful house you thought was solid. Calla came back balancing mugs like a pro. She handed me one, curled beside me on the couch. "You okay?" she asked softly. I nodded, sipping. But she could tell. "Tell me." I hesitated. "Mara messaged me. She saw us." Calla went quiet. No jealousy. Just calculated calm. What'd she say? That you don't deserve me. She scoffed, shaking her head. She's right. My eyes shot to hers. I don't deserve you, she said. I earned you. I grinned. Well played. I don't care if she watches. Let her. I want her to see how it's supposed to be done. That flipped something hot inside me. She straddled me without warning, mug still in hand, grinding slow with nothing on under that oversized shirt. I grabbed her hips. Hard. You're playing dangerous, I whispered. She smiled against my lips. No. I'm winning. Later, at the art studio, Calla was painting a piece she wouldn't let me see yet. Not done, she'd say. It's us. But I'm still figuring out the color of healing. I watched her smear blues and golds onto canvas with fingers, not brushes. She made chaos feel sacred. That's when Theo called. Bro, he said. Guess who just walked in? I already knew. Mara. Bingo. She's drunk. Alone. Talking about you. Loudly. Want me to come down? No, he said. But you should know, she said Calla's name. Said she's gonna take back what's hers. My stomach went ice. I looked at Calla across the room. Still painting. Still lost in it. So unaware of the storm circling. I hung up. Walked over. Wrapped my arms around her waist from behind. Hey, I whispered. She leaned into me. Yeah. Let's go away this weekend. No phones. No past. She turned, paint on her nose, smiling. You serious? Completely. Then I'm yours. Take me anywhere. We went to a cabin upstate. Wood fire, no neighbors, a hot tub under the stars. She wore a white sweater and nothing else. I couldn't keep my hands off her. Every kiss felt like defiance. Every moan like reclaiming air Mara tried to poison. But peace never lasts long. The second night, I found footprints outside the cabin. Not ours. Fresh. Small. Deliberate. Calla noticed too. We locked the doors. Turned out the lights. Sat in silence. Should we call someone? She whispered. I shook my head. Let them know we're scared? No. That's not what we do. We waited. Nothing happened. Still, I didn't sleep. Neither did she. In the morning, we found something nailed to the door. A photo. Me and Mara. Old. Happy. The edges burned, like someone tried to erase it but couldn't let go. Scrawled on the back, I saw how she kisses. You used to kiss me like that. Calla stared at it, then handed it to me. She's obsessed. I'll handle it. She touched my cheek. No. We will. Back home, Calla and I locked the windows, changed the locks, bought cameras, and burned the photo. I expected her to freak out, retreat, unravel. Instead, she got colder. Sharper. That's when I realized her softness was a choice, not a default. She began painting differently. Darker. Less bloom, more bruises. One night I caught her smearing crimson across canvas with her palm like it owed her something. Her voice was low when I asked. She's haunting us, not just you. And I don't share. Neither did I. I called Theo. Ever hear of a restraining order? Against a narcissist, he scoffed. Mara'd wear it like perfume. Still, I contacted a lawyer. Started documenting things. Messages. Photos. Footprints. Her obsession wasn't romantic. It was possession, toxic and raw. Calla's hands shook less. Mine trembled more. One afternoon, I found her phone buzzing. Unknown number. Does he touch you the way I taught him? I snatched the device, heart drumming. She watched me. She's pushing now. I'll push back. No, she said, eyes like polished steel. We burn her world down. Together. 3 days later, we hosted a small party. Friends, laughter, rooftop lights, music thumping beneath the stars. It was loud enough to drown any darkness. Until she showed up. Mara. Standing on the rooftop stairs like an uninvited prayer. Tight black dress. Blood-red heels. Drunk on delusion. The crowd silenced. Calla turned before I could warn her. Mara walked straight through bodies like they didn't exist. "He's lying to you," she announced. "He still dreams of me." Calla tilted her head. "You sure you're not the one dreaming?" Mara's eyes flared. "He was mine." "Was," Calla replied. "Key word." Mara lunged. I stepped between. She didn't touch Calla, but her voice sliced. "You'll never fuck him the way I did." The air choked. Time paused. Then Calla laughed, loud, bright, cruel. "You think it's about fucking? Sweetheart, he makes love to me. You just made noise." Mara slapped her. Calla didn't flinch. "That all you got?" Mara turned to me, expecting protection, some half-hearted defense. I took Calla's hand instead. Raised it. Kissed her knuckles. "Leave," I said, "before you humiliate yourself harder." She backed up, but her eyes promised more. She vanished into night. "Calla." She pulled me back into the apartment, shoved me against the wall, kissed me like a war cry. Lust, fire, fury, all tangled into one devastating rhythm. "Take me," she demanded. "Right here." "Let her hear." So I did. Clothes. Torn. Rules. Broken. We didn't care who heard. She moaned louder than sin, arched into every thrust like she was casting spells with her hips. She made me forget Mara even existed. Afterward, we lay naked on the floor, skin slick, hearts wild. She whispered, "She's not going to stop." "I know. She's going to ruin something." I stroked her hip. "Not us." "I want to finish my painting," she said. "The one of us." I smiled. "Do it. I'll make sure she sees it." Days passed. We lived like fugitives in our own city. Mara didn't reappear physically, but she was everywhere. Fake accounts. Creepy notes. Whispers around friends. One message shook me. "Remember that tattoo above your hip? I bit it once. You moaned my name like it saved you. I recorded it. Should I share?" I threw my phone. Broke a lamp. Calla rushed in. "Tell me what she said." I showed her. Calla stared, expression unreadable. Then she walked out. 20 minutes later, she returned holding a paint-smeared USB. "Let her leak yours. I'll leak mine." "What?" She handed me headphones. I plugged them in. It was her, Calla, moaning my name, whispering my praise. Dirty. Honest. Worship. My mouth went dry. "She wants to play games?" Calla hissed. "Let's show her she already lost." That night, Calla uploaded the painting. A raw, visceral portrait of two lovers, bodies melting together under fractured skies, hands locked, shadows of another woman burning in the background. The caption: "This is what healing looks like when you love someone unbreakable." It went viral. Mara messaged again. "You'll regret humiliating me." I blocked her. Then I called her employer. Told them about the harassment. Showed the evidence. Every message. Every threat. 2 days later, she lost her job. And Calla and we booked 2 tickets. Greece. A villa overlooking the sea. No phones. Just skin. Salt. Silence. And lips that spoke the language of lust. We never said her name again. The villa clung to the hillside like a secret whispered into stone. Olive trees swayed below our balcony while sapphire waves licked the cliffs like they missed us. Greece felt untouched, timeless, baptized in light. Calla moved through it barefoot, silk wrapped around her like smoke. Every glance from her eyes anchored me. Her touch rewired my senses. No memory of Mara could exist here. On our 3rd night, she wore a crimson dress, no straps, no boundaries. Her perfume, wild jasmine and sin. She approached while the sunset kissed her hair gold. "Tonight," she said, voice low, "I want you to ruin me." I didn't speak. I lifted her, carried her through the villa, past candlelit hallways, into the bedroom glowing with firelight and hunger. She undressed me slowly, as if peeling back history. Fingers traced every scar, each broken promise healed beneath her hands. Her mouth followed. Then she lay back, arms open, heart unguarded. Make me forget anyone touched you before. So I did. No haste. No restraint. Every kiss was a vow. Each thrust, a poem carved into her skin. She called my name like it tasted better than air. When she came undone, she cried, softly, beautifully, like she'd shed every war inside her. Afterward, we lay tangled in sheets, sweat cooling, moonlight carving silver across our limbs. "I love you," she whispered. "You're everything she wasn't," I said. We returned home different. Braver. Bound. Mara. Gone. Fired. Reputation wrecked. She moved states, last I heard. Good riddance. Calla's painting sold to a gallery. They called it Devotion in Ashes. People cried staring at it. Said it told a story without a single word. One day, I received a letter. No return address. Inside, a photo. Torn. Just Calla and me, laughing, sun in our hair. Scribbled on the back. "You were right. She deserves you." I never did. No signature. I burned it without telling Calla. No reason to breathe old ghosts. A year later, I stood in front of an altar, hand trembling as Calla approached in white. My chest couldn't hold what I felt. She reached me. Smiled. "Found someone better, huh?" she whispered. I kissed her knuckles again. "Our thing." "Not better," I said. "Real." Vows passed like thunder. Lips met. Applause swelled. And in that moment, with her fingers tangled in mine, the world finally stopped spinning. Because love, when it's honest, earned, and lust-wrapped in trust, feels like fire that never burns, only warms. And Mara, she watched from afar, maybe. But this was her forever punishment. She told me I'd never find someone like her. And she was right. I found someone infinitely better. And I made damn sure the world knew it.